Hello guys, this is Len from Sydney CBD Repair Centre, and today we have the original Galaxy Z Flip from Samsung, and this is in a pretty bad shape. So let's go fix it. Right here you can see the damage on this foldable glass, and I'm not gonna lie, the design on the original Z Flip is a lot to be desired compared to the Z Flip 5 that we've seen in this channel. So you can see the cover, outside cover, is all made up of glass. They're also a bit knackered. It's not in a good shape, but we'll still reuse them later on. And there's no secondary display, just like what we've seen on the modern Z Flip smartphones. So we'll have to be very careful not to crack the cover some more. It's more compact as well. You can see that it fits nicely on the hand. There you go. There's a secondary display, but it's quite small on the other side. We'll see that later. Let's try to lift this up. Having some problems in the corner, but we managed to pull it out. The next part, the same thing. We'll have to pry it off. Spraying some IPA through the pry tool to soften the adhesive and slice through. And there's a connection on this one because this is a secondary display. We'll see that later on when we try to boot up the smartphone. There you go. So we'll have to remove all the components. Remove all the screws that we can see here and uncover the parts underneath. It's a bit complicated, but the same layout. You have the main board, then a small battery, and then underneath the lower part is the larger battery and the daughter board. So it's the same with a typical smartphone layout, but the battery is split into two. Lots of components that you have to track. This is more complicated than the usual Samsung Galaxy that we've fixed in the past few days, but David is gonna power through. And we have our replacement display and housing. So the display includes the housing, and all we need to do now is remove everything we can see in the old display, which is now really broken, and transfer them here so that they will have a new home. So from the front, it will look really brand new, and at the back, it will have those scratched and cracked covers, but it will still work. So you can see the battery, it looks like a chewing gum, and the larger battery will have to come out as well. So if you combine them, it will equal to the battery capacity of a non-foldable Samsung Galaxy smartphone. We'll pull this out. The adhesives and the components are quite strong because they're still factory. Now we'll install the battery. So the main board, of course, will have to be transferred. Daughter board, the bottom, you can see here, this is the daughter board. All the connectors though already included in the replacement display. So this is quite a substantial expense, but compared to buying a brand new foldable smartphone, this is trivial, and it's really worth it to just fix a high value item such as this ZFlip, because it's still cheaper to buy a brand new replacement display than to buy a brand new, entirely new smartphone. And all the components, the battery, the main board are all still working pretty fine. It's just that the display has reached its limits. So foldable screen still young in this generation of smartphones, which is, I think, pretty good, relatively good. And later on it will just improve, just like any technology. So the front camera will go in, connectors will be put back in as well, and then some retaining plates and covers. The last remaining screws will be put in, and we'll do some testing. So as far as I'm concerned, if you want to DIY this repair, it's quite complicated. It's costly if you mess up the initial attempt. So if you don't want to risk damaging your smartphone or the replacement parts that you've purchased or ordered from eBay or Amazon, and just head on to your local service technician, go to our local service center, or you can visit Sydney CBD Repair Centre, and as what you can see, the smartphone is already up and running. We'll just put our liquid adhesive on the back so that we can reattach the covers, and we'll give this back to our client so that they can further test. So yeah, in terms of DIY, you can do so if it's your own smartphone. If you want to try out a challenge, but for those who are not interested in the DIY route, you can pay someone like David, a professional, to do the job, and it will also guarantee a working smartphone. You also get warranties for the parts that have been installed. So what are you waiting for? There you go. At the back, pretty scratched up. At the front and the side, literally a brand new phone. So we'll shut this phone down now, and yeah, it's done. So if you've enjoyed this, you can like and subscribe, and you can see the secondary screen is turning on. And we'll clean this up a bit, give it to our client, and move on to the next repair unit. So thanks for joining, guys. I hope this inspired you to fix your broken smartphones, and we'll see you again next time. Take care. Cheers.
If you want your smartphone fixed for a very reasonable price, you may contact Sydney CBD Repair Centre. We also provide mail-in repair services for customers outside of Australia or Sydney. Just message us so we can arrange the shipping of your device.